but to also remember that love and intimacy, like comfort and vulnerability, are not without their risk and exposure. That even love can suffocate, but a lapse of it can devour you. What's up, family? Welcome back to the Stop Sinking Show, where we go from struggle to flow. I had this strange and vivid dream the other day that I'm sure is a metaphor for something as dreams often are. I'm sure that I was trying to process something that I can only try and interpret poorly. In the dream, I was in bed, laying there, comfortable, and then all of a sudden I was struggling to breathe a little bit. And the reason I was struggling to breathe in the dream was because I was cuddling too hard, and my face was buried under who I was sleeping next to. I was almost suffocating. And when I slightly woke to adjust in the dream, I realized I was sleeping and nuzzled in the arms of a huge lion. And when I realized this, I was almost scared to adjust myself because I didn't want to disturb the lion and have it wake up and bite me. And then, as I was watching myself from a meta standpoint, it occurred to me that actually the lion loved me. It was cuddling with me back and holding me. I was in the arms of the lion. And the lion knew this. And in some ways, my fear of being eaten by it was unfounded because clearly the lion loved me. But I still had this eerie sense of knowing that it was a lion and that it could overpower me if it wanted to. But somehow it didn't want to. And it just nuzzled close next to me as I adjusted in its embrace so I could breathe again. And then I woke up, slightly terrified, but still slightly feeling connected to the love that I felt. And as soon as I woke up, I had a hint of what I think I was feeling as a summarized takeaway, which I wrote out in a tweet. I said, "You cannot tame a wild beast, but you can make a home in its heart." What I reflected on was that in many ways, we are always sleeping with the enemy. And it is not that the person that you are sleeping with is the enemy, but it's the beast inside of them that is ever present, that is always unruly, always unpredictable, always uncontrollable. And the only thing that keeps them from eating you alive is the love that you share between each other. That is the only thing that keeps a tame, habitable environment. And if that love wasn't there or was forgotten even for a second, you are face to face with a beast, and your entire life is at risk of being devoured. In all of our relationships, there's always a delicate interplay between our primal and untamed instincts and the civilizing power of love. And if you ever forget that power of love, life will provide you a vivid reminder that intimacy isn't just about comfort and cuddles. It's about navigating the wild. It's about tending with the unpredictable elements within ourselves and others. And that at all times, you are walking the line of vulnerability and trust, where fear and being exposed to the potential of hurt coexists with affection. And even a momentary lapse in that bond can be ferocious. And this is not a cautionary tale. This is an instructive one. It's to know and remember that any time you invite someone close into your embrace, we do so wisely if we keep in mind that they carry an inner beast that can never be tamed. But to believe in the power of love to transform any potential destruction into harmony. It's to know that you are never in control, and what sits above all hierarchies is the cooperation that love brings, the consideration that love brings. How with love, it is not that the wild impulses are stifled, but that they are given a home, not destroyed or dampened, but domesticated. And so what that also means is, what often leads to the threat to our safety, first and foremost, is how we get in the way of maintaining that love ourselves, and the beast-like parts of our own selves that get in the way of love and connection, that prefer unwillingness and isolation. And when you disrupt the home yourself, you cannot be surprised when you confront the chaos you have harbored. In many ways, this calls for the integration of our own inner shadow, the anima or animus, depending on your gender, as Jung would call it, to accept our own instincts, to lend love to their often inhospitable nature, but to also remember that love and intimacy, like comfort and vulnerability, are not without their risk and exposure, that even love can suffocate, but a lapse of it can devour you, that often you are sleeping with your greatest ally and your fiercest adversary. And the nature of your home and how you hold that love determines the nature of the beast. Either you harness the impulses or you are destroyed by them. No heart can be tamed, ruled over, leashed, but it can be decorated, adorned, and inhabited. I love you, family. Stay true always. I see you on the next show.